Okay, hello everybody. Here is Naipunk, and it's a big pleasure to meet Tracey. And Tracey will tell you something about the great Wynton Kelly right now.
Hi, Night Punk. Hi, everyone. Forgive me, I have a cold, but I'll tell you a little bit of what I know about my father. Unfortunately, I never really got to know him because my parents did not stay together when I was born. And so my mother left New York soon after I was born and took me to live with her and her parents in Pennsylvania. Um, my father died when I was 7 or 8 years old, so I didn't have an opportunity to get to know him at all. But I did have an opportunity to meet a lot of his family. When I was in college, I was studying journalism and I was working at the college radio station, and it was a jazz station. And I happened to mention to someone there who my biological father was, and he just said, Wynton Kelly. And so, as it turns out, he was a jazz fanatic, and he had many, many, many albums, and lots of Wynton Kelly albums. And so he told me a lot. And then he had a friend who also worked at the radio station, and his friend said, I know Wynton Kelly's half brother, Milton. So that was a way for me to connect with his family. Around that time, Milton's mother passed away. They were half brothers. And so I went to New York for the funeral, and that's where I was able to meet many of my cousins and a lot of my family on my father's side. So that was wonderful. And we are still in touch with each other even till today. So since then, I've collected many, many of his records. I have studied about him. In fact, when I was in high school, it wasn't until I was in high school that my mother and I had a conversation about my father. And so I looked him up at the library in a jazz encyclopedia, and there was a photo of him there and some information about him that he was Jamaican. As far as I know, he was born in New York, but his family was from Jamaica and Trinidad. And so I was able to do some research. And my mother also told me about the song that he wrote for me, Little Tracy. And I was very blessed because my brother was able to find the original press recording of Little Tracy at a record store in Toronto. He found it online and bought it for me as a birthday gift. And so now I have it framed in my house. So that's just a little bit about Wynton Kelly that I know, a little bit about my family and his family. And I guess I would just say that I'm so happy to be here, to finally meet Naipunk, because we have been email friends for many years. And I'm so happy that I got to come to Prague to meet him and Monica and Benjamin and to hear them play at the office. Just amazing. So it's been an absolutely wonderful trip, and I am just so thankful to be able to make this connection.
Thank you very much, Tracey.